Welcome to another episode of OK Boomer, the podcast, brought to you by our friends over at the Inked Marketing Team. If you're a creator and you need a little more help with your Indiegogo or Kickstarter, contact Evan Gillette over at Inked Marketing. Just go to www.inked.marketing today. And they want us to remind you that Monty Michael Moore has a brand new Kickstarter launching on July the 6th. And Monty will actually be here with me that day on an episode of Creators Outlet to talk all about Loco Hero 2. And if you missed Loco Hero 1, there is a second chance campaign for that right now on Indiegogo. Just go to inked.pub/Loco Hero 1. And now, on with the boomers. It's Will.
So, and this is Thomas.
And we are back at the virtual rack this week, actually at the magazine rack this week, because we are going to look at a Treasury edition from DC Comics, Superman versus Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't even know if this was the magazine rack, though. I think you had to actually send in the money to get this sent to the house. I don't think you could buy it in shops at all.
Yeah, they were in stores.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah, they were. They did a lot of the mail-in stuff in the 70s, but you could like toy stores would carry these because they were big and they they would the way they design all the colors to like pop out at kids' eyes, whether we're 5 or 50. And
well, I imagine too they had a lot they would have a hell of a profit on this one. I don't want to sound terrible. I know it's 72 pages, but it's a magazine. It's newsprint. It's $2 or $2 plus. We can't quite tell here.
Yeah, this one's got the, I think these were all $2.95.
So $2.95, and so it this is 1970. Hell, everything else was a quarter. At best, 15 cents to a quarter, or 20 cents. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like you can either buy 10 regular books or this.
I was only born a couple of months before this came out because I was born at the end of 1969. So
yeah, I wasn't even thought of. It was a little after this before I showed up.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is one I've wanted to read for a long time. I have got. I've managed to pick up the Superman versus Spider-Man. I've got a nice copy of it. One day we ought to do it. It's fun. It's a good book to read. The art is absolutely incredible. I have yet to pick up the Superman versus Muhammad Ali, and I can't ever get this one at a decent price in a good condition, and I refuse to pick up the Batman versus yeah, dude. And
Batman versus Hulk Hogan.
Do what?
Batman versus Hulk Hogan.
No, Batman versus Hulk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I ain't picking that one up. This is Garcia Lopez art. And the thing that's funny is I didn't even realize this is so this is, Bronze Age, Superman, Wonder Woman, they're on Justice League together and everything else. And this story takes place in World War II. So this is what is that? Superman Earth 1, or however you would put it at the time, and Wonder Woman Earth 1.
Yeah.
The streets of Paris.
Because it's all the World War I stuff. So
yeah, or World War II stuff. Yeah. And I love the intro. So yeah, it's volume number. So this is the 7th in the new collector's edition from 1970, published by DC Comics. And then you get your, Superman created by Schuster and Siegel and Schuster, and Wonder Woman created by Marston. And of course, this is her original origin. If you are tuning in and are only familiar with Wonder Woman from the pre-New 52, no, she's just got all her powers from that. She's not a god.
Nope.
Or goddess.
She was made from lumber clay.
Yep. She's not the spawn of Zeus.
Nope.
So yeah, this is a World War II story, and it opens up. I did read all of this, which is pretty cool. This is, Superman, Wonder Woman, property of the World War Department, and Jerry Conway supposedly found this and sent all of the drawings over to Garcia Lopez to make this a comic, so we could have it, and this really happened. And they would never do some campy shit like this in today's stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cool thing about it is, it's like, all these top secret files start off like each kind of like segment of the book.
Yeah, each, and they're like, what is it, like 7 or 8 segments?
Yeah.
And so you get the top secret little file, and it tells you what the hell's going on. And first place, so this one just lets you know who wrote it, who drew it, who inked it, who was the editor, and it's their notes passing back and forth. And like I said, they're transcribing what the government has accidentally let slip to the DC Comics people.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was. Well, there's your one right there. There's your from. We have to blow it up because the screen's a little small here. Yeah. From Admiral Chester Nimitz, Commander of the Pacific, to Frank Knox, Secretary of Navy, events of June 10th, 1942, Island of Midway, just beginning to recognize their forces after the newspapers are already calling on the Battle of Midway when one of our aircraft carriers stationed off the island was suddenly attacked by a patrol of Japanese pilots, what we thought to be Japanese fighters. Before we could even return fire, a familiar red and blue figure flashed from Midway Island, a figure recognized as Superman. Okay. Yep. We have to go ahead and get the fact that Garcia Lopez is absolutely damn incredible out of the way.
Yeah, and he is the reason you wanted to do this book, because he's your favorite DC artist.
I mean, I'm sorry, but dude, he is insane. I mean,
yeah, I know, but get his dick out of your mouth, would you? Come on.
Whatever. Look, I'm sorry, man. He is that damn good. But it's cool. So here's Midway. The aircraft carriers are being attacked, and here comes the Zeros, and they're all attacking everybody, and they turn on Superman. And so here's Superman, and he's like, these damn Zeros aren't going to do anything to me, and they unload on him, and he uses his X-ray vision to like look inside, and this is kind of the cool way. It's like Disney when they do the robots, you can't kill people, but they're robots, so we can have the Mandalorian blow all these damn robots up. Mm-hmm. DC does the same thing here. Oh, there are actually no people in these airplanes. It's all freaking robots. So Superman can just blow the shit out of these airplanes, and it doesn't matter.
Yep, it's all good.
Because Superman doesn't kill people. So yeah, so these radio-controlled Zeros that are going to dive bomb and become the perfect kamikaze airplanes all get the shit beat out of them. Superman flies through half of them and throws the other ones at each other. It makes quick work of them. And then punches through the damn sub that he sees in the water, which is kind of cool. So there's a Japanese sub that's actually going to do a sneak attack and shoot the aircraft carrier, but Superman punches a damn hole in it, lets all the water in, threatens these people, and of course before they sink, they manage to go to the dam, they surface, and Superman takes them all prisoner. Like we missed a page. And then what's cool, so he takes them all prisoner and flies back to Midway Island, and lo and behold, guess who's there? Lois
Lane. What a shock.
Yeah, she's there. And we find out that Lois and Clark have made it to Midway Island because they're going to do they've got a meeting with Admiral Nimitz to get a damn story for the Daily Planet. And they're going to talk and find out what the hell's going on with Midway and how the war is. It's a war story. But then when Superman shows up with the commander of the damn Japanese sub, Nimitz blows Lois off, and Superman kind of does too. And they walk away, and she gets pissed off. It's kind of like from our last issue when we did the Superman, and Lois gets pissed off because Superman flies off and leaves her in the middle of the damn desert.
Mm-hmm. And the same thing happened in that Hulk we did, where Betty kept getting the Superman Hulk crossover.
Yeah,
they kept just like ditching the chicks like in the middle of the desert, out in the water on a raft. Well, see ya, I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, so exactly. And so he does, and she gets missed. He says, "Men of all the conceited." So Superman and Nimitz talk, and Superman tells him that he's talked to the Japanese pilot or the Japanese commander of the sub, and they're bringing a skilled agent into Mexico who's going to join a German there, and they're going to try and disrupt something called the Manhattan Project. And Superman asks Nimitz, "Hey man, so they're after the Manhattan Project. Are we in trouble?" And Nimitz is like, "I think we are. So I'm gonna call ahead and send you to Washington to get briefed, Superman." So he leaves. They go outside. Superman talks to Lois some more, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just not really mad at you. I'm just mad at Clark, And then Superman's just like, "Oh, speaking of Clark, I heard he left for Washington like 20 minutes ago." So he throws his damn self under the bus. She's like, "What?" "Yeah, he's aboard a Navy seaplane. He's en route to Pearl Harbor." And at that point, Nimitz comes out and he's like, "Hey, I got word from the War Department. They'll go ahead and brief you." So Superman flies off and leaves Lois Lane fuming.
And stranded on Midway Island, yeah.
Yeah, stranded on Midway Island and fuming. Because Superman flies off until he reaches the War Department where, of course, these guys have got the freaking, what the hell are they going to do? "Oh, look, it's Superman. Let's try and shoot him with guns." And the Secretary of the War comes out and he's like, No, he's here to be briefed, and this is good 70s stuff. "Hey, how the hell were we supposed to stop him? Let's play nice. We'd rather not." So Superman goes into the War Department, and then now we get page 2 or part 2, and Wonder Woman is in Washington D.C. when so she can't be far from Superman. And she sees these freaking Nazi guys like attacking somebody, and jumps out of the damn invisible, I would say the invisible jet, but this has got a propeller, so the invisible propeller plane.
The invisible plane, yeah.
Yeah, and she lands and just starts beating the hell out of these guys. Now, she's talking about her Amazon sisters and all this, and they wonder why they're here, and all these men have a masculine death wish. She lays it on these guys, just beats the hell out of them,
and they blow up.
Yeah, they like blowing up because they're like suicide bombers.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she realizes, oh, these guys are suicide bombers, they're going to kill themselves anyway, she picks up a damn car and kills them all.
Yeah, she picks up the guy's car who was getting jumped, and throws the car at him, and they all blow to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I mean, Superman. They made all that of the story. They made every effort to prove Superman's not going to kill anybody, and Wonder Woman lays waste to like 20 dudes here, and nobody bats a damn eye. Because
Superman is a big blue Boy Scout, and Wonder Woman is just fucking savage.
Yes. There it is. There. So he picks up the car, and you get kind of butt shot there. But the big thing is she fucking kills these guys.
Yeah. Oops, you lost the wheel.
Yeah, I'll deal with them effectively. Of course, while she tears up that guy's car, kills those dudes, someone managed to speed away, and while he speeds away, she like lassos her invisible plane and follows the car. So I guess she can control it telepathically to the Washington airport, and she gets to the airport. I love how everybody's like staring at her. She goes in there, makes a phone call, and
well, what do you expect? It's Linda fucking Carter.
Yes, dude, she's freaking hot as all get out.
Yeah.
And he may be styling her on Linda Carter. I mean, it's
well, this happened long before the TV show, but
yeah.
But yeah, he had the big, tall, bodacious badonkadonk. Big Tata is all American girl, well, all Amazonian girl, done up to the T, Yeah.
But so she goes and makes a phone call, and she's talking to Steve Trevor. Hey, there's the budget file that we got to review. So she's supposed to go meet Steve to review the damn budget, and she blows off Steve. Hey, look, something's come up. I can't be there. So Steve gets mad, and apparently she kind of makes him mad, or he makes her a little mad too, and she storms off through the damn railway station and changes into her Diana Prince outfit, where she, is only Diana Prince for just a few minutes as she's looking for, the guys that were in the car that got away. And she sees a fight on the subway station. So she quickly changes into Wonder Woman again and then stops the fight and quickly dispatches the Germans that are there that are trying to kill this guy. Dude, she killed him. You go ahead and say she hit him hard enough. He's dead. This guy.
Yeah, he should be. He at least is never having any children.
Yeah, this dude's never having any children. He's screwed. This poor bastard is just gonna, he shoots at her and then she hits him in the damn jaw. So either he dies or he's paralyzed. But it doesn't matter because Wonder Woman's a savage.
Frog G, hail! Just hopping in to leave a like. Thanks, buddy.
So she lays into this guy, and they say she managed to save Albert Einstein, is the guy that the Germans were after.
Yeah, I mean, when I get to this page, I go, it's Einstein. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. It's cool as hell, dude. There's all kind of people that show up in this. Even the end, when we get to the end, I'm like, damn it. That's how they play it off. So she saves Einstein, and she's like, oh, yeah, so you're the Nobel Prize winner, the guy who discovered relativity. And he's like, hardly a sweet Fraulein. I didn't discover it. It's the theory of general relativity, And she goes on, and she actually talks a little bit about it. And the FBI show up, and they're like, hey, these Germans are trying to kill you. But, Wonder Woman stopped it, and we're there. And, he's like, I'm an old man. I've got too many enemies. So with all that, he tells her something's going on. So Wonder Woman heads back to the office as Diana Prince to look for, what the hell the Germans are really looking for with Einstein. And when she gets there, where is it at? Diana, look, he says, I checked with the FBI. Yeah, because she talks about the FBI. He says, I checked with the FBI, and they say there was no attack on any of their agents this afternoon, and for that matter, on Albert Einstein. So she tells Steve, he's like, look, Steve, there were people there. They saw it. He says, Yeoman, I don't know where you get your information, but someone somewhere is pulling your leg. And so now Wonder Woman gets to play Lois Lane, and she's fuming at Steve Trevor because Trevor is taking the word of the damn FBI agents over her,
Mhm.
but he doesn't know that she's Wonder Woman. So we get that man look again. Uh, and but now this is Wonder Woman, so she's gonna damn find out what the hell's going on. So, because she says if I didn't love him, I could tear him to ribbons. Like, oh, tell us how you really feel, Wonder Woman. She goes sneaking around, and then she finds an actual document that has one of the guys, I can't remember his name now. Yeah, Miss JBF FBI agent and he's from the Secretary of War. So she's like, okay, this guy was friendly enough when I first mentioned him, and then she had heard the Manhattan Project talked about with Einstein. But she's like, when I mentioned that, everybody buttoned up. So now we know that Wonder Woman and Superman are both looking for information about the Manhattan Project. And then she gets all her Amazonian stuff. Something big is happening, and all the secrecy worries me. And it sounds like this isn't good for humanity. So she's like, I got to find out what's being hidden.
Yeah, we all know what the Manhattan Project was.
We do now, but nobody knew.
Dr.
Then,
Manhattan.
Dr.
No,
Manhattan.
no. Wrong story.
Yeah, wrong Manhattan, dude. So
wrong Manhattan. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. We get to section 3, and now we're at the Baron and the Samurai. Let's go ahead and say it, dude. His suit is ugly as shit. Baron Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, well, you know, he didn't have to have a good suit because, well, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, I guess it's just neither one of the bad guys have very good suits. So
yeah, we have Nazi Napoleon and then Baron Blitzkrieg. Because I mean, look at this guy. He's holding a riding crop that's bigger than him.
Exactly, and he's like a little midget guy. He's a little small dude. So here comes your, the samurai is now. This is Mexico. Remember that from earlier in the story. So now he's got to meet, and he's going to meet the Baron, who we find out in our little story you read here. He's got, I think he's sick, and then the Fuhrer uses all their scientific knowledge to, and a bottle of some kind of chemical to give him superhuman powers, and Hitler names him himself and calls him Baron Blitzkrieg. So he's got the freaking Iron Cross and like 5 swastikas everywhere, and then the eagle and all that. And you can find out his story if you really want to know in World's Finest 246. But for this story, he's generic German super badass that's in the story.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the ugliest damn samurai suit in the history of samurai suits as he shows up. And his name is Sumo. So I'm Sumo, the last real samurai. And he's, I don't have time for idle chatter. So they're like, okay, we're going to go and figure out what we got to do. They go in there, and of course, there's this guy's trying to get away. So Baron kills him by accident, and then relays to Sumo that they know kind of where the Manhattan Project is and a little bit about it, and they want to get it for, the sake of Germany, and then take over the world with it. So they're recruiting help from Sumo. And so he uses his mind powers to actually find out where everything is. It's the atomic fission reactor. It's in 2 sections. Los Alamos and then Oak Ridge in Chicago. And after that, they make a deal. One of them's going to go after one piece, and the other guy's going to go after the other piece, and they'll get it. And then when they get it, they'll meet back up, and then Baron Blitzkrieg will have it for the glory of the Third Reich. this is a cool scene.
Yeah.
I love when they used to do this. I can't remember what issue it is. I think it's in the Burn run, but there's a cool section where they do this with like the FF Tower, and I can't remember. They did it a bunch of times in Batman where they would show all of
Oh yeah,
the
they do the cutaway of Wayne Manor,
Wayne Manor.
the Wayne Foundation building, all the Justice League headquarters stuff, from the Hall of Justice to when they moved to Rhode Island to Happy Harbor,
Rhode Island. Really?
Rhode Island. The JLA had a base in in Happy Harbor, Rhode Island.
Okay, I don't remember that, but okay.
It was like in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah. I don't know why, but little stuff like this. I mean, I know you can't see a whole lot of detail. You see little people and everything, but it just makes me feel cool because I always thought those are some of the coolest parts in the comics. I'm like, man, that shows where it is. You can see right there is where they're going, but they don't do that kind of stuff anymore. But yeah, the Batman ones where they do the Wayne Tower and everything, and he moves from Wayne Manor into the city, dude, that's some cool ass stuff. So now we're titled Section 4, Confrontation. So we're at the War Department on like the 6th floor, underground, deep as crap. And if you read here, we find out that this is Intelligence Command Center. Every element of top secret information is collected and analyzed. And Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, good thing I still have my security pass from the time Steve brought me here in May.
Good Lord.
Yeah, nobody bothered to take your damn security pass. They're just going to let you have it. Like, who the hell is this woman? She's the only woman here. And she's walking around on, security passes she's had since May. I'm going to find the answers. I'll find them here. Like, really? So she's walking around looking for the file room. And right there next to the damn file room is the freaking electrical panel box. And this dumbass just doesn't even say anything. He just watches her open it and pull out a damn fuse. And when she pulls out the fuse, of course, the lights go out and everybody runs away looking for her. But she rushes into the damn office, and we find out that they've got padlocks on the damn filing cabinets. But if you're Amazon, you obviously get a good course in lock picking, because she makes quick work of these damn filing cabinet locks.
Or not for nothing, it's like it's a pretty flimsy piece of metal that holds them closed when they're locked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're in good shape, one good yank of that drawer and it's going to come out.
Yeah, she could have ripped it open, but she opens them. Yeah, hardly a deterrent to the woman with an Amazon's touch. And she steals the damn Manhattan Project files. Of course, somebody does hear her, and it's a soldier, but he can't see who she is. She's like, so he rushes at her, and she's like, sorry, and she lays his ass out. And hauls butt out of there.
Like, hiya!
Yeah, she does the damn Star Trek chop.
Yeah.
Kirk Fu on that guy, and hauls ass.
Kirk Fu. I forgot about that.
Yep, she does a Kirk Fu, baby. So she heads to the elevator, but she can't get into the damn elevator because, like, it's already gone up. Oh yeah, the double axe handle.
Yeah,
damn.
All that double axe handle does is break all your fingers.
So the elevator's already gone up. So she forces open the damn elevator and climbs up the damn steel cables until she gets to her office. And then when she finally gets to her office, she decides, what? I'm going to read the Manhattan Project. Oh my God, they're going to use, Einstein's theory of relativity to split an atom and make an atomic bomb. It's horrible. Athena, help me. And she freaks out, and then she flies to Paradise Island. Everybody always talks about, are all the chicks on Paradise Island thespians? Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And,
They're
and not for nothing, I missed the time when we could just call it Paradise Island when, before they made up it's Themyscira.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how long it took me to be able to even come close to pronouncing Themyscira?
Themyscira. When did they change the name to Themyscira?
I think that was the Perez run, wasn't it?
Was it? So that's in the 80s.
Yeah.
86 or so.
I think they revamped it. Was it then or later? I'd have to actually look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. I've always known them, but yeah, it used to be just Paradise Island. I did not know that Paradise Island was in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, though. I did not know. You did. Okay. I thought it was in the Mediterranean. I'm going to be honest. They're all Greeks. I thought it was in the middle of the damn Mediterranean. Somewhere over there.
Just so you know, I pretty much don't know where anything is besides Massachusetts. So I know where I know what New England is. I don't know how to get to anywhere. Well, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how to give directions on how to get to anywhere. There can be some place that I know how to get to, like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I would actually have to jump in my car and have you follow me to get there because I'm like, I cannot explain how to get there. Thank God most people have GPS because
shit.
We are so stupid. We don't know how to read a map. We don't know how to get anywhere.
I can read a map. Damn it.
I could read a map. The problem is I would always read it. Somehow I would always end up reading it upside down. So I'd be sending us the long cut around Robin Hood's Bond and just.
So you'd be driven for an hour and you're like, shit, we should have been there already. Check the map again. I had it upside down.
Yeah, it's like, how come we're not there yet? And the problem was I was working for Sears Carpet Cleaning. I was probably 17.
Yeah.
And I was the sidekick all the time for the lead driver who would, make all the bonus cash.
Yeah.
But the guy in the second seat, me or whoever it was, would be in charge of the map reading and finding things because this was way. We didn't even have the internet back then, so it was like a little crazy, but.
Dude, in the 90s, people don't understand today. In the 90s, and I've thought about buying one just to have it in my car, but used to be when I first started driving, late 80s, early 90s, you could go to the gas station and they were like $5 at that time. I can't remember. I knew it was expensive for that. You could always buy the paper map, which they were like $2.95, and the paper map was gigantic. Or you could buy the laminated map that was a little smaller that would fold into the right stuff so that if you spilt something on it, you could wipe it off. And then you could, because it was laminated and folded, you could fold it to the section of the states you were at. That way, whenever you were driving, you wouldn't have to look at the whole damn thing.
Yeah, and then later on, around the year 2000, we got those TomTom and various other big GPS devices.
Yep.
Problem was, if you were in a cell phone dead spot, you were also in a GPS dead spot.
Dead spot. Yep. All right. So Wonder Woman flies to Paradise Island, and she shows up, and of course, Mom's happy to see her because this is all pre-New 52 and everything else, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you, my dear child." And Wonder Woman's like, "Hey, I need your counsel." And she's like, okay, what are we talking about? So Wonder Woman goes off with her mother, and they discuss nuclear fission and the atomic bomb, and man's going to kill hundreds of thousands of lives indiscriminately, because if America has a bomb, they may be used, they may be afraid to use it, or she's afraid they'll use it, even though they don't want to, and it'll be like, when Pandora opened the box, and once it's out of the box, you can't put it back in.
Mm-hmm.
So we never really get what her mom tells her, but she's like, we'll talk and we'll make your choice clear. So that leaves Wonder Woman. And then Superman shows up at the Daily Planet, and he changes his outfit, shows up as Clark Kent. And Lois, lays into him and borrows a phrase from Thunderbolt Ross. She calls him such a milksop. I could punch you right in the damn nose. she's so scary. She's even got Superman sweating. You see the sweat coming off his glasses right there? It's like, what did I do? What did I do? And she says, because of you, I spent the last 36 hours on Navy planes racing back from the mid-Pacific. She says, I thought you were going to beat me to Metropolis with all the Midway photos. So she's afraid of losing the damn byline. So she put herself through hell to get back to damn Metropolis. And they get in such a big uproar that Perry hears it, and he comes out and he tells them to straighten their act up and get to work. So Lois keeps laying in on him, and then Perry comes rushing out. He's like, "This is from the teletype. Great Caesar's ghost. Wonder Woman is attacking Chicago." And Clark Kent's like, "Okay, I guess the story on Midway will have to wait. This is a job for Superman." So he heads off, and now this is the showdown part. So there's Superman. He flies to Chicago, and Wonder Woman has got a damn lamppost, and she is tearing up this damn abandoned building. When I was reading this, there are like an absolute ton of splash pages in this book.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
you've got this giant, oversized Treasury edition.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do some big, badass splash pages?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and there's like 8 double splash pages in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how many single splash pages. But yeah, and they're all cool. But yeah, so she's tearing up this damn a building when Superman shows up, and he's like, Wonder Woman, calm down, and it's like nobody's going to stop me, and she lays into him. She smacks the shit out of him with a damn light pole, like a freaking baseball bat. She's like, I hope you can forgive me, but no one can stop me, not even you. Of course, she just pisses him off, and he goes from, regular Superman to, hey, Wonder Woman, let's talk. What's going on? We're friends with the Justice Society. And he's like, I don't believe it. She hit me. Wonder Woman actually hit me. He says, no one hits me. He says, even if she is a woman, no one treats me that way. So he's like super pissed off. And he flies into her and lays into Wonder Woman. And then here's another double spread. Wonder Woman throws his ass right through the freaking wall, and they keep fighting, and they bring the damn building down on top of them eventually. As she's screaming about, she's looking for the atomic project that's here, and she's going to remove the atomic temptation. And Superman's like, she's just so pissed off. But they bring the building down, and then Superman and her have this discussion. They're like, hey, look, I understand you're pissed off. We'll come to an agreement after we have a big showdown in a fight, and we'll find a place to actually go and fight where no one will get hurt, because we can't keep tearing up all these buildings in the middle of Chicago. And so while Superman and Wonder Woman are doing that, at the Los Alamos Research Center, there's our dude Sumo, the Last Samurai Japan. And then at the other Manhattan Project in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Yeah, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. There's Baron Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg. And
so they left the Oak Ridge boys in charge of the Manhattan Project? What?
Yeah. Oak Ridge boys. Yep, they're in charge of it. Dude, they could sing.
Oh, yeah.
So
I missed their show.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, well, we are boomers, so.
Yeah. So Superman and Wonder Woman finally come to a decision. Hey, we'll go to the moon and settle our fight, and we'll deal with it there because nobody will die on the moon. So when we got to this part in the book, she's got a damn good airplane, dude, because it flies from Chicago to the moon.
Man, I wish I had mileage like that on my truck.
I mean, if you think about it, this damn airplane, she flies to the moon. And then lo and behold, when they get to the moon, they're the ruins of an ancient civilization that in the past, 40 years of DC Comics, no one's ever seen before. They're just there. It's like, look, seems to be some, stumbled on some ruins, and they're in the Tycho crater. So they're like in a very specific location. It says, I've never seen anything like this. But Superman's like, hey, we get done with this contest. I can look at the ruins later. We're going to go ahead and fix this. So he knocks the crap out of Wonder Woman while she's on the, barely getting out of the airplane. And
with a goldfish bowl on her head and nothing else.
Yeah, that's all she needs. So she's just breathing that little bit of air in there. We don't even know how it's sealed around her neck, but that's all she needs. So he knocks the hell out of her. And she returns the favor. There's another cool splash page. And Superman gets so mad he picks up some stuff and slings it at Wonder Woman, knocks the heck out of her. But the stuff has got green. It's growing green slightly. I thought it was kryptonite at first because it's green, but she's like, no, it's it looks like this society has been killed. Did she say it on this page or another page? So anyway, the society on the moon had atomic bombs and they killed themselves.
Of course they did.
Yeah, exactly. Then back on Earth, here comes Sumo, who slices through the fence and runs in, and Baron Blitzkrieg just jumps over the fence where they're at. And they both make it inside and steal their respective parts of the atomic bomb because it's in two separate locations, or the atomic reactor.
And then we go to the next chapter, which is
conflagration.
Conflagration.
Yeah, that word. So everybody's looking for Superman and Wonder Woman because these guys are blowing stuff up, and the astronomer happens to see that they're fighting on the moon. So they arrange to have all the lights on Earth flicker in and out. And then Superman looks at it and he's like, oh no, it's a signal. It's Morse code. It's an SOS. So he knows that they actually need help on Earth. And Superman and Wonder Woman fly back where they get told by the War Department that Baron Blitzkrieg and Sumo have, those agents have stolen the Manhattan Project, and now Wonder Woman's like, we've got to team up and keep them out of the hands of the Nazis. And then of course they split up again. Superman heads after one, and Wonder Woman heads after the other. And then there are no robots here. This dude's attacking. American fighter. Attacking, and Wonder Woman kills these guys too.
Yep.
So
don't care.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She gives zero.
If I have to kill some Well, you know what this is. This must have been like white male privilege and toxic masculinity back in the. So she was just like fed up with it and was going to kill them all because Steve pissed her off yesterday.
Yeah, or whatever it was, however many hours ago. Yeah, Steve pissed her off. So, but yeah, and her plane is in such, it's such a badass plane. She uses it to actually cut the planes off the others, and this dude doesn't parachute out. They don't know. He's dead. But so she's killing everybody. And instead, Superman, he flies to, they got little Geiger counters that allow them to track it down. He flies to New Orleans where he talks to this wino who happens to hear some people that are speaking in a German accent. So when he hears that, Superman heads off after him and shows up at this wonderful breakfast dinner. This breakfast where the Nazis are. And that's where they're going to hand off the device. And then Wonder Woman, of course, we change the page. Wonder Woman lands on an island in Japan. And there's Sumo, who is actually double-crossed Blitzkrieg. And instead of taking him his part, has taken the other part to Japan for the glory of the Emperor. And he refuses to turn it over. And then we get his story, which now his story was kind of cool. So he becomes the ultimate, samurai martial artist in Japan and gets superpowers by drinking ancient herbs and other such and becomes enlightened. So Wonder Woman she's having no crap. She attacks his ass. But he throws her around and they get in a big fight. And now it keeps flipping back and forth here for a little bit. But overall, so Superman and Baron Blitzkrieg get into it. And eventually, both our heroes, after the fight, manage to recover their respective parts of the nuclear device.
Mm-hmm.
The art here is just all still good.
Oh, yeah. Great action scenes.
Yeah, the whole book. Superman, gets we find out that this guy's that's got a gun on Superman is actually a double agent who couldn't inform the War Department because he would have been blown his cover. So Superman takes his nuclear device and the Baron Blitzkrieg, they head off to this island where him and Wonder Woman are going to meet. And there's Wonder Woman, and she's got Sumo, and they're all tied up. But we don't we don't know what's going on. And then Superman sets his stuff down. But earlier in the book, we find out that Baron Blitzkrieg has got all kind of powers. He's got invulnerability, super strength, super speed. He's got telekinesis powers and everything. But he can only use one power at a time. So he's been playing dumb and for a little while and pretending to be knocked out. And when Superman puts his piece of the device down, he uses his telekinesis to stick them together. But the reason the two parts were separated is earlier in the book we found out that if they come together, they're unstable, and it can cause a nuclear reaction. That's why the government had them in two different locations.
Mm-hmm.
So the Baron doesn't know this because he's the bad guy. So he sticks them together, and he's like, "Oh, I got it for the Third Reich." And Superman is like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" Oh, excuse me. And so he backs away for a minute as Sumo he manages to break out of Wonder Woman's golden lasso. And he's going to steal the device for the Japan. So Superman looks at it because he's like, maybe we can, disarm it. And he looks at it with his X-ray vision and accidentally makes it go off. So while he's going to make it go off, Wonder Woman's like, "Oh no, you've turned it into a bomb. We've got to get out of here and flee. We've got to get Sumo and Blitzkrieg." And Wonder Woman's like, "Nope, they're too busy fighting. We can't stop and save them. We've got to get away." And they haul ass, and the damn thing blows up, and it blows up the little island out in the middle of the ocean. And here's when we really have our first nuclear bomb. So uh, after that, so morning after, and we're at the White House, and Superman and Wonder Woman are being kind of debriefed and telling what's going on to FDR. And he actually tells Wonder Woman, she's like, I understand your fears, and I'm aware of the pressures that can bring to bear. He says, any man has these pressures, but he tells her, as long as I'm president, America will never use the bomb ever to kill. And Superman and Wonder Woman leave, and he asks her, he says, are you satisfied? And she's like, yes, I believe and trust President Roosevelt. I also accept the inevitability of an atomic bomb. She says, I'm just still frightened. And so, once it comes out of the box, you can't ever put it in. I'll just try, not no matter how hard you try. But she does. She says, hey, I believe President Roosevelt, which is kind of cool to me because we find out, we know now that Roosevelt didn't order the first bomb to be dropped. It was the Truman. And that's it. That's the end of our story. And then, of course, there's a big page about Joe Orlando, Garcia Lopez, and Gary Conway on the back page if you want to read that. It's a great little story. It doesn't answer the question of who's stronger at all, but it is what it is. It's a big versus team up book with great art and a pretty good story. I thought the villains were a little lame. But overall it's a good story. And the fact that some of it, like I said, the way they twist some of it in, you got Einstein, he shows up, is cool. Like I said, FDR shows up, he convinces Wonder Woman that he'll never use the bomb. And, she's like, okay, I accept that. But then, he dies, a couple years later, that's 42. He dies in 43, isn't it? 44, early 44. So he dies, and Truman is the one that actually uses the bomb. So Roosevelt never breaks his word to Wonder Woman. The only thing that was weird, and it may be the PDF I got, the coloring is kind of really harsh.
Yeah, it's really overly bright, and especially the yellows.
Yeah, it's just that would be my only real complaint. Other than that, this is a great little read. Even the fact, and there's some cool, when Superman meets the hobo, the guy's like, hey, I'll tell you whatever you want if you buy me a drink. And Superman's like, dude, I'm not buying you a drink, but if you tell me what I want, I'll buy you the best breakfast in town, which is cool. Superman refuses to buy a hobo alcohol, but I'll buy you breakfast.
Don't judge me.
Is that what it is? Damn it. Yeah, the yellows are bright, and the pinks. There's a lot of pinks.
Yeah.
But that would be my only gripe. The inking is beautiful. The art, like I said, the whole reason I wanted to read this, was because it's Lopez. The supervillain suit.
George Lopez?
Yeah. No, not George Lopez. Damn it. It's too late. No, the supervillain outfits though are really lame. I don't know if they just gave him a lame design or, he should have said
that's what Baron Blitzkrieg looks like, and they still have him around to this day, and
really?
He still looks kind of like crappy like that. Yeah.
See, I can't remember when I saw him. I may actually have that World's Finest 246. I do love all the little, with Lois getting pissed off at Clark, and Diana or Wonder Woman getting pissed off at Steve. That's kind of cool. And Clark just is like, this is our, like we were talking last week. This is our George, or the week before last. This is our George Reeves Superman. He's just like, oh, woe was me. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, good story. Good story. Like, so some of it I didn't like, but overall, I'd recommend reading this again, especially if you've never read it. Just to look at the art. I mean, it's so freaking good. So I picked the last two. Both of them were versus books. Did you pick something for next week? Oh my God! Not the My Little Pony again.
Sure, let's just do the My Little Pony and shut her up.
Do
No.
the My Little Pony and shut her up.
I know better. There's no shutting up a woman.
Damn it. Yeah, I've been sleeping on the couch now.
You be sleeping on the porch.
Sleeping on the porch. Out there with the dogs.
Not in that weather.
Yeah, it's been terrible down here.
What's that Marvel graphic novel? Is it Emperor Doom? The one with Purple Man?
Yeah, it's Emperor Doom.
Yeah.
With Purple Man?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do Emperor Doom then?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Make sure.
And I'll make sure. Just talk amongst yourselves while I'm gone.
Is that what it is? Damn it. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, we're trying to do different stuff now, and I thought we'll look it up and see if it is Emperor Doom he's talking about with the Purple Man. I know I've read it, but it's been a long time. Emperor Doom, starring the mighty Emperor Doom is Captain America, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Star Fox, Vision, Wasp, Star Fox. That's a character they can't use anymore. Wasp, Hawkeye, Mockingbird, Tigra, and Wonder Man, and supporting characters Submariner. I love some Namor, and Edwin Jarvis. The antagonists are Doctor Doom and the Servo Guards. Other characters, yep, there it is. Zebediah Kilgrave. Yep, this is Marvel graphic novel Emperor Doom, starring the Mighty Avengers Volume 1. Chief Editor-in-Chief Jim Shooter. Cover artist was Bob Hall. Writers was David Michelin, Mark Grunwald, and Jim Shooter. Penciler was Bob Hall. Inker Bob Hall and Keith Williams. Letterer is Bill Oakley, and the editor is Jim Scallop. I don't know if I've read this one actually. Holy crap, dude! It takes place in French Polynesia, Tahiti, Pepe, the United States of America, New York City, Manhattan, at the Four Seasons, Adventures Mansion, the United Nations. Then it goes to
It's
California.
a lot. It has a lot of undertones to that last issue of the Champions that crosses over into the villains.
Oh, the super villain team up.
Yeah.
Where
Dr. Doom used like the chemical compound then to basically mesmerize the world, brainwash the world and take it over. This time he uses Purple Man. But I love the Jim Scalcrip thing down the bottom for editor. It says, Jim, I wanted to call it Purple Rain Scalcrip. That's in parentheses. Sometimes they'll say something stupid.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, you've actually got the book.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wanted to call it Purple Rain because it's Purple Man, and But yeah,
The Purple Man is actually really scary, and
yeah.
people just don't realize how scary he is. I mean, and even if you watch the freaking first season of Jessica Jones on Netflix, they still don't get it. I mean, and then that crap that Mark Wade did with him in Daredevil Volume 3 or 4, whichever one it is, that shit was rough. Where he's got the where Kilgrave has all those illegitimate kids. He sleeps with all those women and has all the kids. And when the kids come together, they all become super powerful and can control people's minds.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's cool.
And this is my favorite. That's my favorite Iron Man armor.
Oh, the white and red when he's got the triangle on the
Yeah.
front of his chest.
Yep. That's my favorite suit, and that's the suit he was wearing during my favorite Iron Man arc, which is the first Armor Wars.
Yeah, that is the suit he wears in the first Armor Wars. I don't read a whole lot of Iron Man, but I'm starting to read more of the character. I told you a while back, I read that, what was it, like 242, which was a Iron Man story uh, by drawn by Barry Windsor Smith that was freaking incredible.
Yeah,
Uh,
and BWS is on some of the is on some of the covers for Armor Wars back then too.
yeah, yeah, he's on one or two of them. Cool. Yeah, I'll get the PDF to you, and we'll do Emperor Doom next week. Yep. Well,
I
you don't
might
need the
just read.
PDF.
I just might read the real thing.
You might read. I don't have a copy of the real thing on that one.
I bought this because it was Doctor Doom, and I thought, it's Doctor Doom, so I bought it. And I
Yeah.
checked it out, and I mean, you got this Avengers lineup, which is fantastic. They're not like overly used. They basically all get the crap beat out of them. But you got what is it? Star Fox?
Yes, Star Fox is in this. And the thing is, that's what I'm saying is Star Fox is that character that they don't use anymore because nobody wants to discuss his powers.
Why?
Why? Because he damn seduces people all the time. He's terrible.
Oh, he's the James Bond of the Marvel universe.
Dude. I mean, yeah, Star Fox is terrible. That's like that episode. That's like that.
And he's standing right behind Mockingbird and Tigra.
Yeah, exactly.
Then Iron Man. Then we have Hawkeye, Cap, Wonder Man, Namor.
Yeah, I love Namor.
Then we have Wasp, and of course Vision and Scarlet.
Yep, back when they were married.
Yep. So this is some old school. This is 90s because they made a reference to Purple Rain. So
yeah, it's what is it? Early 90s, 90, 91.
Let me see.
I had it up here, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, this is like it's not a very thick book, but
it's 87, June 87.
June of 87. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a nice prestige square bound.
On the
$6.
yeah, $6 in 87 on the Marvel database. It's got of course they always have the little quotes up front, and it says a quote from Dr. Doom. It says, "My greatest flaw, I surround myself with idiots." Damn it.
I love the sketch. I love the sketch of Doom on the cover though, like that
In the
scratchy,
clouds.
Yeah, the scratchy scratch.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
Looking good.
So, Okay, I will let you go, and we will be back next week with another episode of OK Boomer, the podcast. And I will be back special time tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have Aria Black on, who has launched and funded his campaign for Tailless in Outer Space in 16 hours. Over 2K in 16 hours. So he's all funded and all onto like some big stretch goals. And he was on like 4 or 5 podcasts the day he launched.
Holy crap.
Starting at 2 Eastern. He was over on an awesome channel, Red Valkyrie channel. And it was Shay the Red and Cy. Shay will they'll bring on people, but it has to be up to their standards, something that they would buy and recommend their followers to buy.
Yeah.
But Shay will cosplay as a character from the guest's book on every episode they do promoting a book.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's awesome, and they do a D&D night too. So they were on yesterday at 2, launching Aria Black's book, and then like last night around 9 o'clock, they were live again, continuing their D&D campaign with them and their friends and stuff, which she does not dress up for. She just looks like a normal human then.
On D&D.
But yeah, it's a great channel to check out. And but right now, we're gonna get out of here, and peace, love, and read some comics. Good night, everybody.
Bye.